I've always wanted to try to swim underwater, do a little bit more than snorkeling, but I've always been a little bit wary about trying the whole scuba apparatus thing, so I think I'm gonna actually take the dive and try my hand at scuba diving. Let's see what Aquatic Adventures can teach me.
Hi, how can I help you?
Hi, I want to learn how to scuba dive.
Yeah, okay, so do you have questions or are you ready to sign up for class?
I want to sign up for class and let's get me underwater.
Oh, I love your enthusiasm. We need more girl divers. So there's some paperwork you have to fill out.
Okay.
Just grab that and I'll be right back.
Filling out my paperwork was easy, but since I've had a few problems with my ears, I quickly realized I would need approval from my doctor to even try scuba. I faxed the forms off and was approved by my doctor to begin classes.
Okay, so I got all my paperwork done. We're all good with the medical. What's next?
Well, the next thing we want to do is we want to make sure to try on your, some personal gear and pick out some gear that we're going to need to start out diving.
Picking out my gear was entertaining. I ended up picking out a mask that makes me look like a Muppet, but it felt the most comfortable on my face.
So we have a mask and snorkel, so we're well on our way.
All right, what's next?
With the help of Aquatic Adventures staff, I chose the rest of my gear based on comfort first.
Oh, that's perfect.
Okay.
You gotta zip her up though.
I also made sure the style was to my liking. How can you go wrong with neon Packers colors?
All right, so I got all my gear, my boots, my snorkel, my mask, and my fins. Gonna put it on the Aquatic Adventures gift card if that's okay.
Perfect. And I'll tell you what, we'll just pack it all up into a nice gear bag for you so you're all set to go. Welcome to your first class. One of the things that you probably were told when you signed up is that one of the things we have to do in the classroom is learn about our equipment. It's probably the biggest part of our class. To double check the system, we just give a little tap on the purge buttons on the second stages.
After perfecting how to assemble all the scuba equipment, it was time to do some homework before taking those first breaths underwater. Got a big bowl of popcorn and watched all the assigned DVDs at home and was eeling over some of the puns. Maybe that was a fluke. The book matched up well with the video, so completing the quizzes was easy. Now that I had read and watched the videos about scuba, it was time for the pool.
Looks like all this stuff is working, so we're in good shape to get in the water now.
Awesome. Okay, so first day in the pool.
Yep.
A little nervous.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't be nervous. All you have to do is an easy swim to start because you have to make sure you can swim before you can go out scuba diving.
Because, of course, you're in the water, so you gotta swim.
Yeah, it's not much fun scuba diving if you're not in the water.
Right. Okay, so we're gonna check that I can swim.
Absolutely.
And then what?
And then we're going to do a float as well, a survival float. So the
survival float,
the swim
what's that?
That's when you just float for 10 minutes. You can tread water or you can float on your back.
I can do that. That's easy. Right?
Yeah.
Alright, let's do this.
All right.
I had to complete a few other tasks like the skin dive before I could put all my gear on, but soon it was time to breathe through the regulator underwater for the first time. It was a little odd at first, especially since I had to put my trust into the equipment, the instructor, and all the lessons I'd learned from my homework, but excitement at opening a door to a new world quickly took over. Safety first, though. I went through all the necessary skills the book and DVD taught me, but this time I was actually doing them. The hardest ones for me were the fin pivot and taking my mask off. I wear contacts and I felt a little uneasy about being unable to see underwater, but I perfected those skills and about 20 others in the span of 2 evenings at the pool. Since I felt so comfortable on the second day and the class was small, we ended up having some extra time to play around in the state of neutral buoyancy. This was my favorite part of the pool because I got to do flips, spins, and just enjoy feeling weightless. I even felt confident enough in my scuba gear to take my mask off and rock out in our underwater rock band. It was a perfect way to cap off my 5th confined water dive to complete my time in the pool.
So I passed all my quizzes, passed my final exam, passed the confined water. Now it's time to try the real deal. Open water. Wish me luck.
It was drizzling as I was checking my gear and getting ready for my first trip into the waters of Pearl Lake in South Beloit, Illinois.
So it's a little colder in the lake than it was in the pool, so we're gonna add another extra little layer to stay nice and warm. Woo! Now I look like a pro. 10:30. Here we go!
Then it was into the lake for a true scuba experience. The water wasn't quite as clear, but for a lake, the visibility was pretty good. It was a whole new world away from the dreary drizzle falling above the water. It was unbelievable not just to move left or right, but to move up and down in all directions was such an invigorating feeling. We explored and navigated underwater, seeing all kinds of fish and even swimming in and out of an old fishing boat. I have to admit I was a little creeped out going through the Thora Ann, but after I was back in open water, I wanted to go back inside.
That was totally awesome. I got to see, oh my gosh, so much under there. There are fish, little tiny ones, big ones, and that was amazing. This gear is really heavy though when you're not in the water, so I'm gonna go take it off. Okay, day 2 out at Pearl Lake. 2 more dives and then I'll be certified. Very excited. Yesterday was amazing, if you couldn't tell. So we're gonna try day 2 and the sun is out all day long. It's gonna be awesome. Here we go.
This one is kind of a nice dive site because we have a couple of unique things here.
Day 2 at Pearl Lake focused more on completing all the skills I needed to be a safe and certified scuba diver. I finally mastered the fin pivot that gave me so much trouble in the pool, and I began feeling more natural in the water.
Okay, final dive. After this, I get certified. Gotta go do buddy checks, and here we go.
Once my skills were done, it was time again to have some fun. It seemed like there were even more fish on this side of the lake, especially hidden in the vegetation. I loved swimming through the drain tiles that were on the bottom, and thanks to the sunshine, the viz was amazing and perfect to complete my 4th open water dive needed to become a real certified diver.
Woohoo! That was amazing. Pearl Lake conquered. Next, world. Okay, so I'm all done out here, right?
Yeah, you're finished. You're certified. Way to go.
Yes. So what's next?
Next, we're going to finish your logbooks. Then we're going to go in and we're going to get you some paperwork done. And basically all you have to do is wait for your card to come.
This is going to be awesome. And then I can go wherever.
Yes, you can go diving almost wherever.
Awesome. All right, see you scubaing.